Because when all her daddy and mama die off, who you think gonna be running the empire? Her dumb ass.
Yeah, but no white folks passed. See, that's what they want to make sure that we don't do. They have made sure through slavery they had all this free labor, hundreds of years of free labor, and made millions upon billions, trillions of dollars. And I tell them how much money and gold that they have taken, and they make sure that their family gets residual that benefits from generations. Our families have nothing. We should be passing on money, houses, anything. When one of our children get married, there should be something to pass on, a lineage. They make sure that there is nothing to pass on because they've taken it. So whether her parents die or not, she's going to always be one of the richest women in the world because we're supposed to make sure it's passed on. All we pass on is a lineage of ignorance, damn poverty, and bondage. And we have to change that.
Yeah, I agree, especially with the younger generation.
Because our younger generation have no idea about our history, and they don't want to know.
Yeah,
no.
I'm just starting to learn now.
They don't care.
I'm just starting to, I care.
They're saying that even when I go in schools and talk, they be like, oh, okay, you just on that, you on that tip. That's what they call it. You on that tip. And that's
And then if you don't learn and you don't try to figure out how to acquire wealth for yourself, how to stick together, and they saying you on that tip, okay, if you're not on that tip, they still not going to help you.
Yeah.
They're still going to put you down and teach you to be a worker and a slave and a third, fourth, fifth class citizen.
Because exactly what you're saying is the truth, because I'm starting my own business, and my uncle, I call everybody to try to chip money because I don't want to go the bank route, and nobody is really there. They were like, you are just crazy to be thinking out of the box like that. What is wrong with you? What happened to that government job you had working at the court? What happened to this? You just a damn fool. Just like that. You graduated and you did all of this stuff, and now you...
now you a business. You trying to be like some white folks.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly what they say.
Like, how dare you? And then be ready. I told you that stuff was not going to work. I told you. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's why I think, Alexyss, you need to do more shows talking about that and the truth and how we need to just stick together. Because the audience is growing and growing and growing. I got young people watching you all over down here.
Yeah, but like I said, I've done them, and I have them up here on archive. You can see them on Neely Fuller, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing.
I heard that one.
Listen to the one with Dr. Boyd E. Graves talking about the government creating the HIV and AIDS virus.
That was good, Alexyss. That was a really good show.
Yeah, it was.
So,
that was a really good show because my uncle passed away from AIDS, and we were like, what, he was a homosexual, but it was still like, they were trying to say that he had brain cancer or something. Like, what?
Because it is cancer. They inject them with a form of cancer. And that's what people don't know. So they've been just wiping people out, taking them out, and people, the preachers say it's their fault, it's God punishing them, and it's not God punishing them. It's not being aware of how this system has been set up. I mean, but the government has used biological warfare on a little bit of everybody. They even use on their own white people.
But is that for the population control?
Yes, it's to
okay, that ties into the population control.
Yeah, but there's no reason to do that to people. It's just the people want to do that.
There's a major issue going on. I'm sorry. There's a major issue going on in Zimbabwe where 70-year-old women are having AIDS, and you're like, these ladies are not having sex. How did they get AIDS?
You know how.
Wow. Well, of course, yeah, because it's through the needles and sharings, and they go to the doctor thinking that it's really a doctor when these doctors are not really in their interest. They're trying to kill them.
That's what I'm saying. And then when they go over there to see them.
It's a huge issue in Zimbabwe. Very big issue.
But they need to wake up.
Especially, they're not even the city. It's just like on the outskirts of the city, deep in the woods and stuff. These ladies are dying, their sons, and,
went over there in the 80s, so over the 70s and 80s. They were giving those kids smallpox vaccines, and it was in the smallpox vaccine. So a lot of, we have to realize what we're dealing with, and we have to start studying and being aware. They've done this enough now. And for people to wake up, and they still don't. Black people have no idea. a lot of people don't want to know.
Mhm. It's too depressing for them, for some.
Yeah, they can't. They
can't
don't.
handle the truth.
They can't handle it.
No.
They can't handle it. It's too much for them. They're interested in getting that sidekick and getting that money, that government money, and go shopping. They're not interested. They don't want to hear this. They call this stuff weird and they freaky and.
You on that tip?
You on that tip. Cause I tried getting some of my young friends. They're like, oh no, that's that weird stuff. That's that weird stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me move on to the next.
And see, that's the attitude that you have to have because you're not going to be able to save everybody. You have to deal with people that are ready for the information.
Ready for it.
Drop it and keep moving. Just drop the information and keep moving because
right.
a lot of people ain't going to make it.
Because I'm not going to keep on, and if you say that you're not interested, something inside of you is not resonating, let me just move on to the next because somebody's going to benefit.
They're going to waste your time, and they're going to try to set you up to have problems with that same crab in the barrel mentality.
It's a damn shame, but.
So don't waste your time. We don't have any time to play with. We have too many forces against us and people trying to sabotage us, wanting to keep us at the bottom. And if we were really that stupid and that low, people wouldn't have to work so hard to keep us down. So you really have to realize who you are and what you have, and you're going to have to start calling on your ancestors and ask for protection and wisdom. And
see, that's not to cut you off, but that's the whole thing where people are even afraid to even go that route because they're thinking that they're dealing with the devil. When they hear ancestry, especially with a lot of Haitians, when they come to the United States, it's a whole confusion because they're doing one thing in Haiti with their ancestors, calling and making sure that they're okay, and then when they come here, they can't do any ritual, anything that they used to do because now it's the devil.
Why they can't do it? Who's going to see them doing it?
I'm sorry?
How is somebody going to stop them from doing it here? Everybody ain't got to see what they're doing.
They pick up the
no, especially with the kids. Yeah, I knew this lady, a voodoo priest in California, and her daughter went to Santa Monica Catholic school, and they were drilling her in school. So why is your mom not coming to church with you? What does your mom believe in? And why is all the time you have to, do this, and there's always parties at your house, I'm hearing. What's going on? They drilled the little girl.
And why did the little girl answer, and why did the mama?
She just said, my mom is a voodoo priest, and they kind of left her alone, and ever since then, those nuns wanted her out of the school. They were like, no, what your mom is practicing, we want you to understand, what your mom is practicing is not of God. It's not of a natural nature. It's of the devil. Because in the Bible, it speaks about spiritists and how you're not supposed to, connect with different levels and so on and so forth.
Well, first of
all, that kind of creates some sort of confusion between the daughter and the mother, and then
most white people, they are getting initiated at very high rates now. They are studying and practicing voodoo, but they'll tell you
for real.
Because I saw this thing, Alexyss, on the internet where they have these voodoo schools in Haiti.
Yep.
And all you would see is white people getting initiated.
Okay.
Dancing,
and they
have no rhythm. White man dancing. I don't know what he's doing. Trying to do with the little Congo thing. The man moving around with his leg up, no sandals, no shoes, on the ground, getting down, and learning about the rituals.
I know. They
do.
You're speaking the truth on that one because I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures on the internet where you pay $3,000-$4,000. They got the people coming from the UK, people from Canada. White people go there, learn the rituals, learn the thing, and then it's white people that's heading the school. They got the blacks working, but it's the white people collecting that money and teaching the other white people how to do this and take it back to wherever they're from.
Yeah, that is true. Even here they have something called Africando. They have the school Miami-Dade always have different people from all over the world come and speak, different priests and from Nigeria, from West Africa, and from Haiti, and you'll be amazed, 90%, if not, all is just like white folks and white speakers saying about their initiation process, how they went to Haiti or how they went to Africa, and black folks is just like, oh, that's the devil speaking to you, or,
They got 'em